What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre tutorials and reviews, back in here with one more video. All right, guys, you see the title of the video, you see the thumbnail, you already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Title of today's video: I want an open relationship, but my boyfriend does not. Now listen, I saw a snippet of this video, okay, before going in there. This right here is the propaganda that influencers will portray to sell a lifestyle without any indication that your choices have consequences. Without further ado.
So the other day there was this girl who sent me a message on Instagram, and she told me that she's very much in love with her boyfriend, like very much, but that she also wants to explore a little bit beyond that relationship, intimately and emotionally. So she repeated over and over again, I really do love my boyfriend. And I could hear from her words that she felt guilty about this desire. And she asked me, Adina, what to do? What can I do? I really want to stay with this guy, but I have these cravings and desire. You see, I believe...
Okay, here's where the video should have ended. Talk to him about your desires. If he says no and you still desire that shit, break up. Don't cheat on him. Break up. Go live free with whatever you want to do. But if he's not good, whatever hedonistic shit you have in your heart, have a conversation to him and let him go. But watch where this conversation goes.
That we human beings crave to be free. Freedom is at the base of our existence. We don't like if anybody tells us what to do and how to live our life. We never like when our parents told us, do it like this or do it like that. Usually when someone tells us how to do certain things, we do it exactly the opposite way, right? That's also why you don't like usually a 9-to-5 job. Because you don't like that people tell you what type of clothes to wear, what type of screensaver to use on your computer, or what to do with your time from 9 to 5. That's why most people hate their 9-to-5 job.
All right, so listen. So she said a couple of things. She started comparing 9-to-5s, and one of the things that she said is that freedom is a part of human existence or expression or something. I'm paraphrasing right now. And here's the thing. To a degree, I understand what she is saying. We all like to be free. We all like to live as unabated as what we possibly can. But one of the things that she did in there is the example of the parent and the child. And as I've said, and I've used this example on the channel before, most children would love to eat ice cream every single night before they go to sleep. And yeah, as a child, you're not going to like your parent saying, no, Junior, you cannot eat ice cream for dinner because it is not healthy for you. But as a kid, you don't even understand what healthy means. So you need supervision as your parent teaches you discipline to get you on a correct goal. Because if not, you'll eat ice cream every night and then die of obesity or heart disease at a very young age. But there's parameters that you have to live this life at in order to do it constructively and to execute the journey of life well. But these Instagram influencers will never talk to you like that because they don't care about you. They don't care. They sell a lifestyle. They sell ideas. They sell their attraction that they have for you to purchase something, for you to buy something, for you to continue to watch it. They don't want to give you the real. But that's why it's so important to talk about information like this, okay? Because it can bring you back to an idea of what can actually get you to the promised land. Fascinating stuff, but let's keep going. This is why I don't even participate in social media besides my YouTube channel.
Why? Because they're not free. And it's the same for love. Love has to be free in order to thrive. That's one of the most fundamental secrets in love. If you want love to last, you have to let your partner be free in that relationship. Why? Because we come here on this planet to explore and to express ourselves, to discover ourselves, to create ourselves. And we cannot create ourselves if someone puts us in a golden cage in a relationship. Or into a golden cage in a really well and high-paid job just because we're getting a lot of money, but then we cannot express ourselves fully just because we are in an amazing, beautiful relationship that looks beautiful to a lot of people, but we feel like we are caged. And the other thing is,
so then here's the thing, but she never tells you have an interaction with him, see what is on his menu, because you never know shit. This is 2020 at the end of the day. You don't know what people are into. You know what I'm saying? No judgment. You know what I'm saying? But this idea of we've been in this long lasting and loving relationship where there's been boundaries set, there's been rules created. Now you're writing an influencer who is making content off of your situation to sell this false dream or this false expectation off the basis of the stock footage and the bullshit that she's purporting to you, and then ends off and says, love is not about being held in a cage. It's not a cage. It's not a cage. But she's being very illustrative in the way that she's communicating being locked down as if to make you the victim. And that's what I wanted to come out and talk about, is this shit lacks accountability like I've never seen it before. Because instead of saying, well, there's rules, boundaries, okay, within this relationship that need to, if they want to be expanded, they need to be discussed. No, you're locked in a golden cage because you were put on this planet to be free, to be free, to flourish, right? Like when I think about this, I think about people that are innately very belief oriented and not execution oriented. They believe in a fantastic future without putting in the actual steps to make that future occur. But let's keep going. I don't know how much I can handle of the dribble, but we can keep going.
Is that with each person that you meet in life, you become a different person. You experience yourself in a different way. When you meet an artistic person, you become more artistic. When you meet a loving and sweet and caring person, you become more loving, sweet and caring. We become the 5 people we spend the most time with in our life. And we don't just want to become and stay one person all the time. So I personally believe that it's really important to stay free in love. Now that doesn't mean that you engage in sexual affection, sexual exploration with every person you meet and you find a little bit attractive. It's not about that. My question to her answer would be this. Number 1, don't be ashamed or feel guilty of your desires to explore life, love yourself. Nothing wrong with it. Actually, it's very authentic. Number 2, openly speak about your desire. Please, if there's one thing I can tell you guys, openly speak about what's going on inside your heart. Too many people are repressing what is going on inside their hearts because they fear to not fit in. They fear to be rejected. And with that fear, you're stopping to live your fucking important life. This is your life. This is not about fitting in. You got only one shot with this body, with this life, and you have to live it according to you. Don't live according to the rules of society or of somebody else who tells you this is wrong or this is right. No, you have to live according to your own heart. That's so important, Bambi. So important, really. And now-
listen, and she says about expressing it, and I wanted to add on to that, to express it in a truthful and high integrity way. Because if you find out that, you start a relationship at 22 years old and then at 24, something has significantly changed within you, express that, but do it in a high integrity way to let all the people around you know kind of what is going on. And I think the way that she speaks about it more proves why things and structures put in place, such as marriage, and then doing that off of a relationship when you're in your young 20s, as you're still trying to figure yourself out. Now imagine you marry that 22-year-old, and at 24 she expresses open marriage, open relationship, but you're married to her. Right? What do you do? And let's say you were the breadwinner, and let's say that she is not. What do? You understand what I'm saying? If you didn't sign that prenup, there's not much options if she wants to live in her freeness. If she wants this new type of love and relationship, because an Instagram influencer told her that not being able to fulfill your desire is being locked in a golden cage.
Number 3, most important thing, most important question you have to answer here for yourself. How are you going to deal with it, with this situation? If you don't speak about it, it will forever reside in your heart and in your body. It might turn into something, into negative emotions later on in your life that you don't enjoy. Or if you let it out, yes, it can be that your boyfriend is going to tell you, sorry, girl, I don't want to be with you any longer. But that's only fair enough. You're being honest with him. You're giving him a chance to decide whether he is ready to walk this path of open, free love, or whether he needs some more time and he wants to go on a different path in life, But that's also a chance for you, because then you know that maybe eventually you might meet another person who is on the same page just like you, and then maybe you can explore authentically and real love and life together. And I think that's the most important thing. Explore life as authentically and real as you can.
All right. As you can. Just real. All right. I'm going to end the video right here. Listen, I think that the content creator is well-intentioned. I think that she really probably believes exactly the things that she said. So I don't fault her for that. Let me try to give you some better advice, okay? Because this living as authentically as you can, and the thing is like, I still bring it back to the analogy of the child who wants to eat ice cream every night. The child wants to eat ice cream every night. If you let him, he's going to get fat, stomach aches, some digestive problems. What choices that you want to do in your life that's as authentically as you can that are going to be the proverbial digestive problems, cramps, obesity, that will lead you later in life to not be as happy with those decisions that you have made, okay? So if you're in a relationship and you love said person, you have to understand this. Does the want of you being in an open relationship outweigh your future goals of, let's say, being married? Okay, because if you're at 22, 23, 24 years old, and let's say that this person doesn't want to be with you after you come out with your truth, then you have to essentially start over again. And you are thereby increasing the risk that you're not going to hit your goal. So again, think of your end goals in mind. Any life decisions that you make, that anyone who's watching this YouTube channel, think of what your goals are into the future, and make sure before you start living free out of your golden cage that you take a look at your goals and say, okay, in order to get these goals, these are the things that I need to do, the opportunities of least resistance to get me to these goals, so I can make sure later in my life I am the most happiest or the most joyous person that I can absolutely be. And if there's anything within the goal set that I am doing that is not going to attribute to increasing the success of these goals happening, then I need to let it go. But if you do that assessment and you say it's more important and impactful to me to have multiple people to love me, to plunder my pelvis and rearrange it in different positions, then go off and do that. You understand what I'm saying? All right, guys, listen, I'll leave a link to this video down in the description box down below. There's some time left in the video as well as other content on the channel if you wanted to check it out. Always got to give a plug when I do stuff like this. Link down in the description box down below. But what do you guys think? Did I get this one right? Did I get it wrong? Let me know. All right. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Feel free to hit me up. We got a Patreon. We over 550 members. Wrong. We in there all day, all the time, talking and busting it up, but also talking about how we can make a difference in this world as we are increasing our value. You understand what I'm saying? Very impactful. Last but not least, make sure to follow me on Instagram to continue to send me more content. And that's why I'll wrap this one up today. All right. Until next time, YouTube.